Hello, hi everyone. I'm your Barchiso. Now I'm going to teach you the fourth part of the third lesson, Gentlemen of Rio and Medio, which is written by Zuan A. Shedilov. Dear students, the fourth part begins with the paragraph number 10, which you can see here. This was bad, Don Anselmo. I pleaded. When one signs a deed and sells real property, one sells also everything that grows on the land, and those trees, every one of them, are on the land and inside the boundaries of what you sold. This is a simple, small paragraph. Here you can see, this was bad, Don Anselmo. I pleaded. This sentence, total sentence, is uttered by the writer, mediator, or the narrator, or lawyer, or land agent by name Juan A. Shedilov. Here, I refers to the writer. This was bad. I'll tell you something about this. Dear students, if this, the word this, if it's followed by verb, this will become pronoun. Okay, for example, this is my place. Okay, and if the word this is followed by a noun, then this will become adjective. Okay, for example, you can say, this place is mine. This was bad, Don Anselmo. Juan A. Sedilo speaks to Don Anselmo now. He says, this was bad. B-A-D, bad. Opposite word, you know it. Good. Okay, now he tries to convince Don Anselmo. When one signs a deed and sells real property, one sells also everything that grows on the land and those trees. Every one of them are on the land and inside the boundaries of what you sold. See, the antagonist here tries to convince something to protagonist of this story. Who was protagonist? Don Anselmo was a protagonist, and Juan A. Sedilov, land agent, was antagonist. He says, when one signs a deed, when a person signs a sale deed, okay, here you can see a sale deed. Sign means it gives two meanings. S-I-G-N. Sign can be used as a noun and as a verb. As a noun, letter is a sign. Letter is a sign. Letter is a sign. ಅಕ್ಷರ ಒಂದು ಸಂಕೇತವಾಗಿದೆ. Okay, here the word sign is used as a noun. Then I sign the deed. ನಾನು ಕರಾರು ಪತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಿ ಹಾಕುತ್ತೇನೆ. Here the word sign is used as a verb. Got it? Ha. See, object comes before the verb or after the verb. It means noun or pronoun can play the role of subject or object. But when a word is used as a verb, it comes after the subject. When a noun or when a word is used as a verb, it should come after the subject of the sentence. This point you have to keep in mind. Okay? When one signs a deed, here deed is Kararupatra, and sells real property. Sell opposite word, do you know? Sell opposite word is buy. SELL. Sell means maru, buy means kondukollu. Sell, sells, selling, sold, sold. Buy, buys, buying, bought, bought. When one sells ರಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ, ತನ್ನ ನಿಜವಾದ ಆಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಮಾರಿದಾಗ, ಒನ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್, ಆತ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಮಾರುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೊನೌನ್. ಒನ್ ಹಿಯರ್ indefinite pronoun. Please remember. When one sells also everything, it means when a person sells his real property, he sells everything. ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ಮಾರುತ್ತಾನೆ. For example, he says that grows on the land. That grows on the land, that is a pronoun here. Because it is followed by what? Verb. That grows on the land. What's meant by grow? Grow means ಬೆಳೆಯು. Clear? GROW. Grow. Do you know its S form? Grows. ING form growing. Past form is grew. Past participle form is grow. Okay? That grows on the land. ಆ ಜಮೀನಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಬೆಳೆದಿರ್ತದ ಅದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ಮಾರುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ those trees, he gives some example, and those trees, ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮರಗಳನ್ನು, ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಮ್, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಮರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ನೀನು ಮಾರಿದ ಹಾಗೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಆ ಜಮೀನಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮರಗಳದಾವ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಮಾರಿದ ಹಾಗೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಬೌಂಡ್ರೀಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಸೋಲ್ಡ್, ನೀವೇನು ಮಾರಿರಿ ಆ ಜಮೀನಿನ ಸೀಮೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ, ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ. ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೀಮೆ. BO, do you know? BOUNDARY. ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ. ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೀಮೆ. ಆ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿಯ ಒಳಗಡೆ, ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ, ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್. Do you know its opposite word is outside? Okay? Inside the boundaries, ಆ ಬೌಂಡ್ರೀಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬರುವಂಥ ಏನು ಮರಗಳವ, ಕ್ರೀಕ್ ಅದ, ಹೌಸ್ ಅದ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ನೀವು ಮಾರಿದ ಹಾಗೆ. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಸೆಲ್ ಯುವರ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪುಟ್ ಅ ಸಿಗ್ನೇಚರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡೀಡ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗ್ರೌನ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. That all the trees, all the trees, understand, those trees, every one of them, and even creek, creek was there, creek was there in his land. Land was fertile, land was good, trees were good, house was attractive, and trees were fruit giving trees were there, but they were not maintained well. But his estate was very beautiful, and house was there. You sold everything which comes inside the boundaries when you sold your real property. Land agents Juan A.A. Sedilov tried to convince Don Anselmo. Inside the boundaries of what you sold, ನೀವೇನು ಮಾರಿದ್ರಿ ಆ ಜಮೀನಿನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬರುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ನೀವು ಮಾರಿದ ಹಾಗೆ. The moment you put signature to the sale deed. So he tried to convince him. Okay, here what is there? What ನಂತರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ವರ್ಬ್ ಬಂದದ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಕಂಜಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಅಂದರೆ WH ವರ್ಡ್ ನಂತರ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಬ್ ಬಂದರೆ WH ವರ್ಡ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? It's neither a pronoun nor interrogative pronoun nor an interrogative adjective, but it's a conjunction, just a conjunction when it's followed by subject and verb. Got it? Okay. I hope you came to know something about this paragraph and its meaning. Let's move to next paragraph. Dear students, what was Don Anselmo's response here? Don Anselmo was a man of principles. He was a man of words. Okay? And he was the oldest and most respectable person in the village. He had got a lot of concern about his family. He had got great love and affection about his family. Yes, I admit that. Yes, he says, I admit that, he said. He added, I'm the oldest man in the village. Almost everyone there is my relative. And all the children of Rio and Medio are my sobrinos and nietos, my descendants. Every time a child has been born in Rio and Medio, since I took possession of the house from my mother, I have planted a tree for the child. The trees in that orchard are not mine, Sinar. They belong to the children of the village. Every person in Rio and Medio born since the railroad came to Santa Fe owns a tree in that orchard. I didn't sell the trees because I couldn't. They're not mine. Yes, I admit that. Admit, do you know? See, ADMIT. ADMIT. Admit means ಒಪ್ಪಿಕೊಳ್ಳು, agree. Okay, admit its noun form is admission. And admit, admits, admitting, admitted, admitted. It's different verb forms. Yes, I admit that. It means Don Anselmo knew everything about legal actions that could be taken by Americans. He knew everything about the transactions, sale deed, signature, all the knowledge he had got. Okay? But what he proves, we have to see, that's very important. He tries to speak to the land agent or lawyer or mediator, the writer or narrator of the lesson. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿ, he added, ಆತ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಿದ. I am the old. Add means ಸೇರಿಸು. Understand? add. Add means ಸೇರಿಸು, ಕೂಡಿಸು. Adds, adding, added, added. And its noun form is addition, means ಸಂಕಲನ. He added means ಆತ ಹೇಳಿದನು. ಹೀಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಆತ ಅಂದನು. He said, I am the oldest man in the village. He tells something about himself. ತನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಾ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ, ತಾ ಏನು ಈ ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. He believed in the ancient Latin American values. Don Anselmo, though he was a Spanish descendant, he believed in the ancient Latin American values. He had got a lot of love and affection about his families. Family was very important thing in his view. See here, I am the oldest man in the village. ಊರೊಳಗೆ ನಾನು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಹಿರಿಯ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ. I am the oldest man. Old, older, oldest. Please remember. Old, PD, positive degree. Older, comparative degree form. And oldest, superlative form. I am the oldest man in the village. ಊರೊಳಗೆ ನಾನು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಹಿರಿಯ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ. Almost everyone there is my relative. Almost means ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ. Everyone there, ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಂಥ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು, is my relative. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಕರೇ. And all the children of Rio and Medio, and all the children of Rio and Medio, Rio and Medioದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಊರಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, in Don Anselmo's view, all the children of Rio and Medio were his, he says, my sobrinos and nietos. Sobrinos means nieces. Nieces means brother's daughter, the daughter of brother, the daughter of sister, brother or sister's daughter, or the daughter of husband or wife's brother or sister. Clear? Nietos means nephews. Nephews means son, my brother or sister's son. Nephew means brother or sister's son. This is one thing. Secondly, my husband's or wife's brother or sister's son is called nephew. And my descendants, he says, and my descendants. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ವಂಶಸ್ಥರು, ನನ್ನ ವಂಶಸ್ಥರು, ಊರೊಳಗಿದ್ದಂಥವರೆಲ್ಲ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಕರು, ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ sobrinos and nephews, nieces and nephews. They were my descendants, grandchildren. He believed in family life. Family was a great value for Don Anselmo. The two joined family, and every time a child has been born in Rio and Medio, since I took possession of the house from my mother, every time a child has been born in Rio and Medio, since I took possession of the house from my mother, I refers to Don Anselmo. Don Anselmo had taken possession of the house from his mother. Don Anselmo ಆ ಮನೆಯನ್ನು, ಆ ಆರ್ಚರ್ಡನ್ನು ತನ್ನ ತಾಯಿಯಿಂದ ಪಡೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ. ತಾಯಿಯಿಂದ ಮನೆ ಪಡೆದುಕೊಂಡ ಮೇಲೆ ರಿಯೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೀಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಗು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗ, ಪ್ರತಿ ಸಲ ಒಂದು ಮಗು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ, ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಅ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್, every time a child has been born, this is passive form. ಪ್ರತಿ ಸಲ ರಿಯೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೀಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮಗು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೀ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್, ಆ ಮಗುವಿಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಮರವನ್ನು ನೆಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ನಾನೊಂದು ಮರವನ್ನು ನೆಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮರ ನೆಡು, PLANT, plant can be used as a noun and as a verb. See, I need a plant. ನನಗೊಂದು ಸಸಿ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? I plant a tree. ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಮರವನ್ನು ನೆಡುತ್ತೇನೆ. I need a plant. Here need is verb. Plant is noun. Here plant is a verb. Tree is noun. Got it? See, I have planted a tree for that child. Don Anselmo had gifted a tree for every child by planting it in his own land. It means he had given a natural gift to every child every time it has been born in Rio and Medio. So, it was in the memory of the trees were in the memory of the children of the village. It was his gift to every child in the village. Come on. The trees in that orchard, he says, the trees in that orchard, ಆ ಹಣ್ಣಿನ ತೋಟದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮರಗಳು, ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೈನ್, ಅವು ನನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲ. ಪಜೆಸಿವ್ ಪ್ರೊನೌನ್. ಮೈನ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಜೆಸಿವ್ ಪ್ರೊನೌನ್. ಮೈನ್, ಅವರ್ಸ್, ಯುವರ್ಸ್, ಹೀಸ್, ಹರ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್, ದೇಯರ್ಸ್, ಪಜೆಸಿವ್ ಪ್ರೊನೌನ್ಸ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೈನ್, ಅವು ನನ್ನು ಅಲ್ರಿ. ಸಿನಾರ್, ಸರ್, ದೇ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವಿಲೇಜ್. ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೇರು. ದೇ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವಿಲೇಜ್. ಊರಿನ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಆ ಮರಗಳು ಸೇರಿರುತ್ತವೆ. All the trees belong to the children of the village. They don't belong to me. The land had belonged to me. The house had belonged to me. So I have sold them to you for $1,200. When the trees did not belong to me, I didn't sell them to you. That's why he says, ಎವ್ರಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇನ್ ರಿಯೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೀಡಿಯೋ. ರಿಯೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೀಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ. ಬೋರ್ನ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ದ ರೈಲ್ ರೋಡ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಟು ಸಾಂತಾಫೆ. ರೈಲ್ ರೋಡ್, ಸಿ Don Anselmo, children are playing happily in the garden, orchard. And now he speaks about what? He speaks about railroad, Santa Fe Railroad. He says every person in Rio and Medio Valley born since the railroad came to Santa Fe. Since is a pronoun, conjunction, as it is followed by subject and verb here. When since is followed by subject verb, it's a conjunction. Okay. ಸಾಂತಾಫೆ ನಗರಕ್ಕೆ ರೈಲ್ ರೋಡ್ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಂಥ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ರಿಯೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೀಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಔನ್ಸ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೀ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಆರ್ಚರ್ಡ್. ಔನ್ಸ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೀ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಆರ್ಚರ್ಡ್. ಆ ಹಣ್ಣಿನ ತೋಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಮರವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇನ್ ರಿಯೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೀಡಿಯೋ ಈಸ್ ದ ಓನರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೀ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಆರ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ಹೂ ವಾಸ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ದ ರೈಲ್ ರೋಡ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಟು ಸಾಂತಾಫೆ. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ at the same time he took the possession of the house from his mother. Understand? See his house, old fashioned house. It was beautiful. Okay. Now he says, he makes the point clear, I did not sell the trees. ನಾನು ಮರಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Clear? I sold, SOLD, I sold the trees. Make it negative, subject plus PF is there. When you change the sentence into negative, how to change it? In between subject and PF, here did helping verb is silent. It is used while changing the sentence into negative. Didn't. When you use the word didn't in the sentence, PF changes to OF, original form. Sold, its original form is sell. I didn't sell the trees. ನಾನು ಮರಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾರಿಲ್ಲ. Got it? I didn't sell the trees because I could not. Because means ಏಕೆಂದರೆ, ಕಂಜಂಕ್ಷನ್. I could not. ನಾನು ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. I was not able to. Why? They are not mine, he says. ಅವು ನನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲರಿ. When the things are not ours, how can we sell them to others? It was his opinion. They are not mine. ಅವು ನನ್ನು ಅಲ್ರಿ. So he knew the law. He knew legal procedure. He was the most respected person in the village. But how he respectfully tries to convince the Americans, because he was a gentleman, true gentleman. Of course, it was an intriguing dispute. Intriguing, ಒಳಸಂಚಿನ ವ್ಯಾಜ್ಯ ಇದು, ಪ್ರಕರಣ. But how generously both the parties solved the problem, let us see. There was nothing we could do. Americans were also gentlemen. They were also generous. They were open-hearted, open-minded, open-handed. Right? There was nothing we could do. Nothing is a pronoun. Please remember. There is a pronoun. Here, both the pronouns are used as, one is there. There was, what kind of pronoun it is? Adverbial. There is called what is it called? Do you know? There is called, there was nothing we could do. There was nothing we could do. ನಮಗೇನೂ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮಗೇನೂ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರನೌನ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಡಮಿ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಹಿಯರ್ It is dummy subject. It is what we call dummy subject. Real subject is nothing. Understand? Nothing was there. Understand? There was nothing we could do. ನಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಸೇಲ್ ಡೀಡ್, Don Anselmo had shown lot of generosity, and now they could not do anything against him according to law, and he was, according to law, Americans were the owners, but they remembered his generosity at this time. I told you now, there is an adverb. Here it is used as introducing subject. Understand? There was nothing we could do. ಅಮೇರಿಕನ್ನರಿಗೆ ಡಾನ್ ಅನ್ಸೆಲ್ಮೋನ್ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಏನೂ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ದೇರ್ ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆಡ್ವರ್ಬ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ ವಾಸ್ subject, verb. Understand? Its real subject is followed by the verb in the sentence. Okay? There was nothing we could do. Americans were not able to do anything against Don Anselmo because of his generosity. They had remembered. Actually, people won't remember the generosity or anything after the sale deed is over. They could have gone to court, but they didn't. Why? They were also generous. They were also a kind of gentleman in their own style. Legally, ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ, legally, opposite word is illegally. Understand? Please remember, legal. Legal opposite word is illegal. Legally, adverb. Legal, illegal, adjectives. Legally, adverb. Legally, we owned the trees. ನಾವು ಮರಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾಲೀಕರಾಗಿದ್ದೆವು. Legally, Americans were real owners. But what happened? ಆದರೆ old man had been so generous. ಮುದುಕ Don Anselmo had been so generous to Americans at the time of making sale deed. Refusing, what had he done? Refusing what amounted to a fortune for him. He had refused. Refuse means nirakariso. He had refused. Refuse, refuses, refusing, refused, refused. Refuse, opposite word is accept. He had refused, though the Americans were ready to pay him $2,400. They wanted to pay additional amount for the additional land that they had discovered when they had got survey done. But he had refused it. He was a man of principle. He was a man of words. Accordingly, even the Americans had to act now. Understand? It took. So, I can say both Americans and Don Anselmo were generous in their own styles. Right? Please remember. What amounted to a fortune? Do you know the opposite of fortune? Fortune opposite word is misfortune. Fortunate opposite word is unfortunate. Understand? Fortune opposite word is misfortune. Fortunate opposite word is unfortunate. What amounted to a fortune for him? Then what happened? It took most of the following winter to buy the trees. Individually, from the descendants of Don Anselmo in the valley of Rio and Medio. It took most of the following winter. Here, the word following is used before noun. So, following is a preposition. It took most of the following winter to buy the trees. ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಚಳಿಗಾಲವೆಲ್ಲ ಹಿಡಿತು ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಟು ಬೈ ದ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬೈ V1 is used, so it is called to infinitive in the sentence. It took most of the ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಚಳಿಗಾಲೆಲ್ಲ ಮರಗಳನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹಿಡಿತು. Why? Because Americans had to buy the trees not in wholesale, individually. ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಮರಗಳನ್ನು ಅವರು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಯಿತು. They had to make so many sale deeds for all the trees. It means for every tree they had to make separate sale deed. They had to fix up separate rate by the owner of that tree. It was a kind of tedious work for the Americans, but they did not object to it. They did it generously. Why? Because Don Anselmo had shown generosity to them, and without objecting to his generosity, to his attitude down, they too showed their generosity by buying the trees individually by the owners of the trees in the village. From whom they had to buy individually means ಒಂದೊಂದಾಗಿ ಪ್ರತ್ಯೇಕವಾಗಿ they had to buy the trees. From the descendants of Don Anselmo. Descendants means from his children, grandchildren, sobrinos, nietos. Almost every person he told had got a tree in the orchard. From everyone they had to buy the trees. From the descendants of Don Anselmo in the valley of Rio and Medio. Rio and Medio ದ ಕಣಿವೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಸೆಲ್ಮೋನ ವಂಶಜರಿಂದ ಪ್ರತ್ಯೇಕವಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಮರಗಳನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಯಿತು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 1 season was required to do it, but Americans did it without going to court, without going to police station, without taking any legal actions against Don Anselmo. If Don Anselmo had shown generosity in one way, and even the Americans, without objecting to it, they too showed a kind of generosity in their own style by buying the trees from all his descendants in the village. What number of trees were there in the orchard, that number of owners were there in the village. From everyone they had to buy the trees, they bought it. So this lesson comes to an end. Dear students, thank you very much for watching this video. If this video has helped you really in understanding the lesson fully, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for all my videos. With one more interesting video, I'd like to see you next time. Till then, bye.